Hey guys, what's up? What's up? We are here for the Book Your Dream Guest Challenge. I'm super excited. I hope you guys are as well. You know, it's been a long time since I actually wanted to like help a lot of people out, and I was trying to figure out these things out there, how I can put these pieces in a way so that people can, put these implementation actually on steroids. So if you guys are jumping on live, use hashtag live. If you're jumping on replay, use hashtag replay. And also, like, don't forget to engage through the end for these next 5 days, starting from today itself, to also get the opportunity for a scholarship for the signature program. I can see some people are jumping on, like, hey Dixon, what's up, bro? Hey Kavita, hey Jeffrey, hey Rajvi, hey Kishore. Like, drop in the chat like hashtag live or hashtag replay if you're gonna be watching up on replay. I can say like Kishore said, new background is super cool. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much, bro. Yeah, it's just all about camera settings. Okay, so yeah, let's wait for a minute or so, and let me pull the rest of the things up on the screen as well. I hope you guys are gonna be super excited for this as well in general because for the next 5 days we're not gonna be talking about in any fluff. Okay, everything is gonna be initial implementation, and if you go in and implement all of those things step by step, as I mentioned, and giving you guys the homework for actually go and do it, there is no way like how you don't gonna be there and get the results. Not gonna be there, book your dream guest, not gonna be there doing interviews, not only doing interviews but also crush the interview as well, which is like super important. So let me share my screen. Let me start the things, and I will get back and forth with you guys. And if you guys have any question, you can also post it up in the comment section down below regarding anything. And also, there are gonna be homework tasks that you're gonna be needing to do in order to make things work out. So don't forget to engage. Don't forget to ask questions. Don't forget to interact with other people out there. And let's start the stuff. Okay, let me share the screen. Okay, so I hope you guys can see the full screen. I've also opened that up on my mobile as well, so I could see like what's happening on, and I could see possibly the names as well for the people who are joining up. For some people out there, it's not showing me on StreamYard, so then I'm able to see like what's happening. So okay, let's start with the Book Your Dream Quest challenge, which is the main intent, and today is actually the day first. So the purpose of this challenge is actually to give you exact clarity who are your dream guests and who's not. It's important to understand like not everyone is actually your dream guest. It's also important to filter out the people who are not your dream guests as well. So we're going to talk about on the exact clarity who are your dream guests and who's not, to help you understand and help you create the purpose of your show so your guests understand what your show is about. I see a lot of people out there get confused on this particular thing, that they just don't understand the purpose of the show, so that they are unable to explain to their guest as well. So they, since they are unable to explain to their guest the purpose, their guests get confused and they're like, I don't think so. This is a good fit, since they don't have an idea about what your show is all about. Okay, so we're gonna create the whole clarity around like what is the purpose of your show, so that you can explain it easily, so that your guests understand what it's all about, and they get on your show, and show you my secret strategy that no one else is teaching on how to do an actual interview in such a way that your dream guest want to be on your show again and again. Now this is powerful. Okay, this is crazy. Like, think about any dream guest in your mind. Like, who is the first dream guest you think in your mind right away? Like, post up in the chat. Who is the person that you actually think about right away when you think about, hey, I want to have this person on my show? Post it up in the chat section right now. Think about it. Like, for me, I think about a lot of people out there, but at one point I think about guys like Steve Larson, guys like Russell Brunson, these type of people. And I got Steve Larson actually twice on the show. If you guys know about that or not, like, I got Steve twice on the show, and how it actually happened was the same. How it actually happened was, I got Steve for the very first time. I was super excited, out of the world. I was like, oh my god, this is crazy. I got Steve Larson. And the way I have done the interview, the way I've learned the art of doing interviews, and I created a good experience, that not only Steve loved it, but also her assistant reached out to me, she was like, hey, Steve would love to be on your show again. And I got Steve on the show again, which was crazy. And on camera, he said that, hey, I don't get on shows second time too often, man. Like, you're awesome. And I was like, bam, this is crazy. Oh my God. So this is the exact same thing what I'm going to teach you guys out there as well, to give you that exact same clarity that, hey, like how you have to do the interviews and in such a way so that your guests want to be on your show again and again. Like, who is excited about that? I can see a lot of people out there who are posting up like Jonathan Montoya, like Mr. Cyrus, Brendan Bashar, like, okay, Preston Smiles, awesome. Like, okay, a lot of Dream 100 list, awesome. Spencer Macomb, Russell Brunson, who's not with Russell, who's not. So yeah, like I can see a lot of people out there, 100%. I'm excited. So who is this for? Okay, I wanna give this clarity to those people out there. Who are those people who are a good fit? So obviously, anyone that want to build their personal brand and want to connect with the top influencers in their niche by having an interview-based show. Okay, if you want to build your own personal brand, there's no better way to get connected with those people who already have a personal brand or who already have an impact, who already have a set enough of an audience, so that you make that impact, you make that connection, you make that network and everything within existing people out there who already have these type of connections, which is super powerful. So that's the main thing. So anyone who want to build their personal brand and want to connect with the top influencers in their niche by having an interview based show. Client and service based business, also affiliate marketers that are ready to expand, make more money, and reach more people and want their dream guest as their dream client. Think about it in this way. How do you like to have your own dream guest as your dream client? That is 100% possible for you to do, in especially in a client or a service based business out there. Okay. So what happened with me was, the people that I admired the most, I was like, oh my God, this is crazy. I admire these people out there. I love them. Like with that particular aspect, later on, I was able to work with them, have the opportunity with, have a collaboration, working with them on their project, like so many things. And it only happened only because I did an interview based show. Otherwise it wouldn't be possible at all. I can't think about actually doing it like that easy, like with having that process, with having that ability, with having that connections, and like so many other things. So for me that was like super powerful actually, to go and do that in such particular way. Anyone who's willing to have flood of traffic directly from their dream guest, like who don't want to have the traffic, who don't want to have traffic out there, flood of traffic that you can able to control. And it is only possible in a way when you're trying to build connection with your top influencers in your market, and those people who are the top influencers in your market already have the flood of traffic that you need. All you need to do is change the direction only from their profile, just get it to your profile as well. Okay, and one of the best ways to actually do it is using an interview based show, or you could say a podcast. Both things are the same. But yeah, that is one of the most important thing. English. Okay, I can say like some people are talking about personal brand. Yep, 100%. There are so many things that if you guys think that these are the good fit for 100%, that's you. I'm talking to you guys. Coaches, consultant that want to make more money and sniper target their customer avatar. Like think about it in this way. You this is your customer avatar. The people out there that should be your customer, should be your traffic, should be your avatar. But you know who have that avatar, who have those people, who have those people who are willing to buy the things that those people are having to offer. So it is also for coaches and consultants who want to make more money and sniper target their customer avatar, and they clearly know who their target audience is, but these are on the hands of your dream guest. Now, all you need to do is to pull them up by getting your dream guest first, and then get into their audiences. So I hope that makes sense so far. Like, let me know if that makes sense so far. Like, who is this for? Let me know in the chat down below if you got it. Okay, that's awesome. So if you don't know about me, I know there are so many people out there who saw me for the very first time and they didn't have the idea about me. So let me explain myself who I am. My name is RJ Ahmed. I help entrepreneurs grow, create, and monetize their business using high ticket show. In the past, I have done a lot of things out there, but at this point, I help entrepreneurs create, grow, and monetize their business using high ticket show. Okay, I have interviewed over 70 plus interviews with multiple six, seven, eight, and even nine-figure entrepreneurs on my show, like over 70. So I know a thing or two about these interview-based stuff. So I've interviewed like over 70 entrepreneurs six, seven, eight figure entrepreneurs. So I started my internet marketing journey back in 2018 with 126 bucks. That's what I had at the past. It was all my saving. I just don't wanted to take money from my parents, because if you're living in an Asian country out there, even in general, if you're young, I don't suggest you to take money from your parents, because that's not a positive pressure energy. So I was like, cool, if I'm gonna invest my own money, if it gets on a loss, that's still fine with me. If I'm gonna be in profit, that's gonna be my luck. Okay, so I was like, cool, I'm just gonna go in and I'm just gonna invest that. And later on, I made like multiple five figures out there during the course of journey out there. Not only that, I went from being a complete introvert to having my first interview and first live in 2019. So think about it in this way. It took me almost almost 1 year, like initially like 1 year out there, to be on the camera and do the live, like crazy. Like I started in 2018 with this internet marketing stuff. I started with Shopify, and then later on I started to get into this affiliate marketing, getting into the world of ClickFunnels in early 2019 in January. But it took me 1 year to being on the camera and to being my very first show. That happened actually simultaneously. So I did my very first live and my very first interview the same day, but it took me 1 year to do that. And I want you guys to shorten up that learning curve, and help you guys to shorten that learning curve so that you can implement it faster, not slower. That's what main purpose for this challenge is: doing it fast. Help you guys implement it fast, like help you push out of your comfort zone. Because for me as a coach, my job is so that if you have any wall that you're trying to overcome and you can't see like what are the things that you have to overcome, and if I've already done that, to show you like, hey, try to overcome from here, like, or here, like give you ways, so that if you can't see that, I help you do that. Okay, so I have like spent a lot of time out there in order to spend these time, my own energy, my own money, my own resources out there. But I don't want you guys to do exactly the exact same thing out there, so I want you to like shorten the learning curve for that. So I hope that makes sense with you guys. So yeah, I went from being a complete introvert to having first interview and first live in 2019. You can see my screenshot on the other side as well. I was super nervous. It was a crazy time out there, honestly, because it was 4 a.m. I had no camera. It was general webcam, no proper lighting. People loved the lighting today, which was crazy. So yeah, I had no lighting, no mic, no camera. It was just one hand free out there that I had, which I had with the PlayStation 4 I had. So yeah, like I didn't have anything, but I knew that I want to do it, because if I don't, there's no way for me being in front of the camera or me being a leader for my audience. So it wasn't gonna be possible for me at all. Okay, and I want you to get this idea about, like, if you want to be the leader, you have to take those uncomfortable steps first before your audience. If you're not going to do that, how are you going to motivate your people? So for me in my life, I had biggest objections. Like some of the biggest objection I had in my life before even getting into internet marketing was being a public speaker and getting on camera. And for getting on camera, my objections was that, hey, I'm not gonna look pretty on camera, or people gonna be like, you suck. People gonna say things about me, but no one really cares. Like no one really cares how you look. No one really cares how you speak. You're gonna improve, but if you're trying to be in a perfectionism mode, there's not gonna be any way it's gonna be possible. So yeah, this is me. If some people out there gonna be like, it's me. Okay, so later on, I've been able to interview like so many people out there. You might know like guys like Catherine Jones, Mark Joyner, who was Russell Brunson's first mentor ever. I got him on the show. Law Payne, he made over $150 million in sales. A lot of people out there. Shakir Hussain, who he have like probably like three Two Comma Club C, yeah, Two Comma Club X awards. Yeah, $30 million in sales, which is crazy. Steve Larson, who don't know Steve Larson, if you're in One Funnel Away challenge, you have to know Steve Larson. I got him twice on the show. I got Catherine twice on the show as well. Myron Golden, Umar Elater. Umar interviewed 10 billion worth of entrepreneurs on his show. Crazy. All of these things happened after I started initially. So if I haven't started, this would never happen. So, to speaking in ClickFunnels Platinum Affiliate event, like think about it in this way: I went from being a nobody, a person who spent 1 year in order to get in front of a camera, And in the next year, I've interviewed so many entrepreneurs, and on the course of next year, I've been able to speak in ClickFunnels Platinum Affiliate Mastermind alongside guys like Gabe Schillinger, Ryan Fletcher, Peng Joon in that exact same event, which is crazy. And it happened only because of I had done my interview based shows, and I have built those connections with those people out there, which gave me an opportunity to speak in ClickFunnels Platinum Affiliate event. And as far as I know, I'm the only Pakistani who have done that in ClickFunnels event. So, which was a huge honor for me. And when I've done that, I was like, whoa, this is surreal, this is crazy. So these are the things I want to show you guys, and these are the things I want to teach you in all of these stuff. So not only that, I've talked about myself a lot right now. Some people are gonna feel like, oh, that's crazy. But I want to talk about the people I helped out right now during the course of the journey out there, in order to not only kickstart their high ticket show, but also get clarity, but also interact with their Dream 100. So I've interviewed like one of my students out there actually booked Marley Jacks on his show, which was crazy, and it was super fun. Like what the other guys, like Michael, he into booked like three podcast guests, like top 10 podcast host, multi best-selling authors with one interview script that I provided him. Not only that, Rahul Raina, he also interacted with so many people out there because of Dream 100. Gladys, she was saying like your coaching works, that's the exact same thing. Sahil, who don't know Sahil Sehgal? If you're in the coaching space, you might know who Sahil Sehgal is. Same thing. I've helped him out, like how to build relation, how to nurture relation with the top influencers in the market, so that you get closer and closer and closer, and they know who you are. He went to Funnel Hacking Live this year, and there's so many people out there that he was able to build kind of relation just because he knew the angle reference, like the things that, hey, he can use in order to build a relation. He was going on shows, he was talking about, like, he was meeting other people out there, he was talking about, hey, I saw your interview with RJ, I love that, here was my takeaways. He took photos, and those guys remembered who Sahil was. Okay, so this is crazy, and this is super powerful. If you ever heard the phrase your network is your net worth, this is how it's true. Okay, we've been taught to be in a circle around people out there where those people have nothing but a plan of doing a job, get a degree, and that's it. We've never been in a circle of these people out there, but now, since we are, because now we are educated to get into this entrepreneurial journey, things been changed. Now we see those people out there where it meant, like, why your network is your net worth. That is what we're going to talk about today. Okay, which is crazy. So yeah, like there are so many people out there, their list goes on and on. Like Umar got like so many clients from his interviews as well, and from these outreach. Not only that, like Wilhelm, probably you guys know who Wilhelm is. He have interviewed like so many other awesome entrepreneurs, guys like Steve Larson, Catherine Jones, Marley Jackson, like so many more. Crucial, like, and like so many people out there. Like the list goes on and on. So like who's excited? Like we're gonna be starting on the day first right now. Like I just like walk through you guys like through my story, how I started being a complete introvert, never thought about it being on camera, to being fulfilled and being on camera and being like, hey, I've get rid of those objections out there that I had in my life, and I don't have them now. So I can see like Ermagan, like I'm on fire. Bro, you should be, I'm excited for you guys today. It's gonna be super fun, and yeah. So, okay, that's going to start my online journey. Awesomeness. Awesome, 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 you guys. Okay, so let's go to the screen. Okay, so there are so many more as well. So let's talk about day one. Okay, the day one is who's your dream guest. Okay, so today's session is all about getting the clarity who your dream guest is, and this is going to be for some people out there who might have created their dream 100 list, you could say, or your dream guest. You might add some people, but you might remove some as well. So we're going to talk about all of those things uh, to this particular point as well, which is going to be super crazy. Okay, so who is your dream guest? The very first thing that you need to understand these fundamentals is who is your dream guest. Number one, who achieved what you want to achieve. Okay, so it could be so in so many different ways. You could get an idea about, like, hey, what are the things that they have achieved, and it is different from person to person. For some people out there, it's going to be the community. Okay, I know monetary thing is something that everyone gets attracted to, but additional to monetary is something, it's not going to make sense for everyone. So what I mean by that is, For example, if you're attracted to someone who's making millions of dollars, you know but on the other side you see their audience are like a cult building audience, or like raving fans, or on the other side there are some gurus who are making millions of dollars but they don't have that set of audience that like them. It's you who want to decide that who is the person you want to go for. So you have to understand, and it is important, guys. You can't like book up every single person out there. That is also one of the most important thing. Don't book up every person just because you think that person is successful. Okay, so you have to exclude those things. So you have to understand like who achieved what you want to achieve, and also like who's aligned to the thing that you want to align. Like what is the mission that they have. I've already mentioned, always they're going to be monetary missions. 100% people want to make money. That makes sense. But after you make some certain amount of money, there comes a point where, I really like the quote that I heard from Alex Hermosi. He was talking about when all of the money problems get solved, the only problems that left that money can solve. Okay. So if you try to understand, when you get to a certain point of how much you're making money initially, and when you now it comes up like when you have a mission, when you want to serve some people out there, when you make an impact. So you have to see like who are those people who are going into that particular direction, like where they're going, and are you that person that who's going to follow that direction? It's you who gonna decide like on what direction you're gonna go for. Are you guys? And I'm not teasing anyone out there. Everyone have their own different set of perspective, their scenario, their life, how they want to go for it. Like, are kind of a person out there who is alignment for getting more Lambos, collecting more cars, and some people are doing that, and you want to be the same person in terms of that alignment with achievement, going for that particular stuff, or are you gonna be the person who wanna help poor people out there, help out as much as you can, help them out, and this is something as an alignment you also could go for. These are some of the filters you could say that you could possibly use in order to filter those people out there. So, okay, I mostly stay away from politics and controversy of religion, not my dream. 100% Kishore, 100%. That's the main thing. So, if some people out there is into politics or controversies on religion, and if you're not that type of a person, that person should not be your dream guest. He might be good at what he does, he might be making money, but if that is something that you don't follow and you don't believe, and there is no alignment for that, that doesn't make sense for you to go for that person out there. Okay, if that person is talking about that stuff all the time. Okay, so Felsi, can I help you and get the Lambo? You have to follow people with the Lambo, man. Okay, and the third thing is who's ethical. Okay, it is also important for you to understand like the people should be ethical out there. Okay, again it depends again on the nature of a person out there. If you feel like you're ethical internally, and if you want to follow those people out there, you're gonna, it's like who you are is what you attract. That's the main thing, and that is true. Who you are is what you attract. If you are someone out there who's unethical, who's like, I want to scam people out there, or I want to do this or that and that is the type of people out there that you're going to be thinking about, you're going to be imagining, and that is the type of people you're going to be reaching out then, you know and that is your dream guest, because this is who you are and this is who you attract. So I hope that makes sense, guys. Let me know if that makes sense. Like, I call it AAE, achievement, alignment, and ethical. So let me know if that makes sense so far. Let me see. Yeah, I can see like Josh said, the game is easy. You attract what you are. Yeah, 100%. That's the main thing. It is super important, and that is why I talk about. I will also going to talk about the other things, like why not everyone is your dream guest. Not everyone is not, and that's a fact. If you're gonna make everyone as your dream guest, what's gonna initially happen is you're getting all of those people out there. You're not building audience only, you're breaking audience, because your audience is gonna be like, one sector of your audience is gonna be someone out there who are ethical, who are morally correct, who have different sort of alignment, who have different goal aspiration and everything. On the other side, there's a different set of audience, and it's gonna be merging up. So it's like it's better to filter up early than filter up late. Okay, I know there's gonna be some bad people comes up, or like, it's gonna happen on down the road. That's fine, but on this end, why not filter it up early? Okay, rather than regret it late. So I hope that makes sense. So let's talk about the next thing, which is achievement. very first thing we're going to talk about achievement. So in terms of achievement, when we talked about the achievement out there, we're going to talk about like a bit narrow down, because I want you to guys to be super clear. Like literally, I had a lot of people out there in my dream 100 list, or my dream guest list, you could say. during that particular time uh during that particular time, what happened to me when I started to like understand these fundamentals, I started to remove some people from my dream guest list or dream 100 list, because I don't wanted to interact with those people out there, because I saw like this is not what I want to achieve. And I don't want to consider achievement as only as a monetary side. I want to see the alignment, like what's the person's mission is. I can see a question like, how do you get your dream guest to give you audience? Like we're going to talk about that in the later days of the challenge, 100%. Yeah. So, okay, AE, best actress formula for remembering rules. Yep, who's your dream cast? 100%. Alignment, achievement, and ethical. Yep. So, achievement, when we talk about achievement, there are so many different types of achievement is, it could be, if you think about it, it could be something as a goal or as something out there. Like for some people out there, achievement is that person is an author, that person have a book, or and that is something as a success achievement you could possibly say. But on the other side, book is an achievement 100%. Not everyone is an author. Not everyone is a writer. There are many readers than writers initially. Like not everyone is a writer. That is an achievement. You might want to get some people out there who for you author is a good fit for you, because you have already achieved. You want to be an author, but you want to get authors on your show, who are in your exact same market, who have already achieved what you try to achieve. Okay, that is the one thing. I'm going to talk about all of those things as well. The monetary thing is something out there that I haven't mentioned over here, is because monetary thing is obviously something that is super clear. Everyone knows like, hey, monetary, because everyone want to get some give have people on their show, the people who are also making money 100%. But I want to talk about the other things. Monetary is super clear. Achievement in terms of like someone who have a book, someone who have a podcast, you could say, someone have a digital asset or a physical asset for which you rely that achievement on that person. Okay, that's the first thing. The second thing could be awards. And the reason why I'm like putting up like a lot of Russell Brunson and Cliff Harris photos out there, because this is something out there that is super common in our space. Awards is something that could attract some people out there in terms of not only building relation but also have authority. Like I have a lot of people out there who were on my show, who are like multiple Two Comma Club award winners, multiple Two Comma Club X award winners, and two CCC award winners as well, which was crazy. So like for some people out there that are gonna be like, hey, I have one of my student, Nikhil Sai, if you guys know about him. So like he have this goal initially. He wanted to interview 50 Two Comma Club award winners. So what he did, he actually chose the level of achievement as a Two-Com Club award winner. You can add multiple things to it. Like you could have like, hey, I want to have authors, I want to have Two-Com Club award winners, I want to have people out there who are into this, or I want to have people out there who have done this. So if you notice all of these things, or if you notice all of these points, you start going to realize that hey, there is a certain systems to it, or there are some certain things out there that you can see or you can understand. Okay, so for him, he interviewed 50 Two-Com Club award winners, and by interviewing 50 Two-Comma Club award winners, his achievement was clear. Like, who are those people he want to try to reach out for, and who are those people essentially that he tried who want to become, not only millionaires but also specifically Two-Comma Club award winners. That's how he actually chose his set of dream guests, and he have done that for 50 episodes. And later on, he started to diversify for more guests. And the third thing could possibly something that you might relate for some people is Lamborghini. So for some people, they might be able to relate in terms of achievement as a liability, or something as a part of a luxury, or something that some people can show off, or like some people love to have it. So they might want to target some people out there who have luxurious car, who want to who love these type of things like Lamborghini. Lambo is something out there that is super attractive to some people, so they consider it as an achievement, and then they can go forward with it, and they can be like, hey, I have people out there who have Lamborghini, or who have supercars, who have this and that. So even like for some people out there, a person who have Lambo is an achievement, and they want to have those people out there who have a Lambo, who are making money, who are 2CC award winner, who are 2CCX award winners. So like they are kind of qualifying and setting up those filters in order to qualify who that person is, because it is super important, guys. I want to say this again. It is super important for you guys to understand is not everyone is your dream guest. If you feel you can follow those people, you could possibly have a look on their content, some things that could be relatable for you guys, but not everyone is your dream guest. That's like period. If you're going to attract everyone out there as your dream guest, for you, you might think about that is an achievement for you. But think about your audience, because you are building connection with your dream guest initially, but your audience is something out there that's going to decide how things going for you initially. How much they're liking you, loving your content, because that ethical part is super important. Okay, so that is something out there that I really wanted to let you guys know. So I hope that this is clear in terms of like achievement, like what I talk about in terms of like achievement in general. Like achievement could be certain success, so success around like digital asset or physical asset or something like that you could relate. Like for me, the people I really wanted to get on, like guys like Spencer Megan, who was like super good at affiliate marketing. Obviously, he made millions of dollars. He was top affiliate. That is an achievement. He was a two-com club award winner. But for me, the achievement that attracted me the most was top affiliate inside ClickFunnels. Okay, that gave me the idea about so achievement could be something, the best person out there, the best person in this, or like the top person in this, the category king, you could say. All of these things qualified in the achievement mark. Okay, so that could be achievement, or the awards, that is an achievement, or a Lambo, that's an achievement. So yeah, then the next comes up alignment. I've already talked about what alignment is, but over here I just wanted to talk about a little bit around alignment. Again, alignment is the person who had a certain mission and you have the same mission as well, or if you have a same mission, or if you have a mission that someone have already done and achieved for, that is something that goes for alignment. Okay, that is alignment is. For example, for me, I want to help a lot of people out there, especially poor people out there, and I try to do it. Nothing to brag, but if I am capable, I try to do it. And when it goes to alignment, then I see guys like Russell Brunson, I see guys like Stu McLaren, I see guys like Umar Ilater, I saw like Doug Bowden doing something similar as well, like Andrew Cruz. Like I saw them like building house in Mexico for those people out there. That is alignment. Okay, for Akbar Sheikh, like he like built wealth for in Africa. That is something out there that is alignment. You could see what those people out there have the mission for, and that's something that you internally want to do. It's not only money, like that's what you do with the money as well. Okay, what you do with your power, what you do with an impact, what you do with your authority. It's not about the power only, it's about how you use that power. Okay, so I want you guys to understand that as on the humanly side. So that is important. Like Tim Ballard, yep, 100%. Underground Railroad, 100%. Like so, these type of people out there comes under the race of alignment. So it's not something out there that should be benefit. Like, hey, every person who is alignment, who have an achievement, have to have a set of audience. There's some things out there that is important for you getting your guest as a wake up call for your audience. That's gonna blow their mind, or like they might never knew about that, but now when they heard it, like they're blown away, and it helped it through your audience perspective to build their relation more closely with you. Okay, which is super important. So I hope like alignment makes sense, guys. Alignment is super important. When we talk about achievement, that stuff is alignment. Okay, it's not super complicated at all. If you think about it mentally, like think about a person name, and you get an idea about like what that person's achievement and alignment is, and is he ethical or not, and you're like, boom, that's my dream guest, I'm gonna put it up in our dream guest list, and so many things. So I hope that makes sense. Yep, I'm gonna say like alignment is key, 100%, like 100% alignment is key. Third thing is ethical. Okay, so being ethical mean 100% not like coaches how to coach other coaches. I don't think so. That's ethical at all. Some people gonna be coach. I'm a coach as well. Like I have coached in a lot of different aspects to a lot of people out there. But if you just change the phrase of coaches, how to coach other coaches to coaches, fitness coaches, how to help other people in fitness, that's much better than coaches, how to coach other coaches to coach other coaches. So yeah, like I hope that makes sense for you to understand what is the ethical side of it as well. What's ethical, what's not. I hope you get the clarity on those things out there, and you can able to filter those things out initially when you're thinking about any person that gets into your mind. Okay, so I want to talk about Russell Brunson a bit. Okay, we already mentioned like some things around Russell Brunson initially, 100%. But I want to talk about like few things around Russell, which is why you guys think so. Like we want to have Russell on the show every single time. Like why you think so? Like post it in the chat right now. I want to know like why you think so. You want to get Russell Brunson on your show. I want to get Russell Brunson on my show as well. I'm waiting. I'm excited to get Russell on the show. But why you initially think so? You want to get Russell Brunson? What's the one reason that you think so that you want to have Russell Brunson on your show? I know every person who have a show or about podcast or who think about of doing a podcast and all of those things have want to have Russell. But why you think so? Give me one reason in the comment section down below or in the chat section. Like why you think so? You want to have Russell Brunson as your dream guest? What is the one reason? Okay, his things gave dreams and hope of doing something great. Yep, 100%. Yep, he's super cool. I've learned a lot from him. Yep, 100%. Yep, yep. Okay, so let me tell you why. Why people go for Russell Brunson 100%. Like his audience, yep, 100%. His audience as well. The reason why people go for Russell Brunson is because he have a certain achievement what people try or want to achieve. You know, not only in terms of revenue, not only what he did, but also the community he built. He created one of the best community in this internet marketing space. Like no one have created a community like him in this internet market space. Like no one. He built that community. He built that authority. He built that impact. He have that alignment, and he is ethical. Now, five things. He have that authority. Okay. He have that alignment. He is ethical. He have that connections. People know who he is, and people think about him in a positive way. I know like there's gonna be good and bad people, 100%. Like both of these things happen. But if you think he have an authority in the space, people know about him. He built a community that is crazy wild. Okay, not only that, but also he is ethical. He have that certain sort of alignment. These are one of those reasons out there why everyone want to have Russell Brunson on a show. Okay, it's not just one thing that hey he just have an audience. There's a lot of people out there who might have more audience than Russell himself as well. Okay, but this is one of the reason why no one called Russell BS is because these things, because he have already aligned, achieved, and being ethical in every sector of things that people want to, in emotionally, psychologically, in terms of business, in every sector. Okay, so this is one of the reasons why people love Russell Brunson. Not only love Russell Brunson, but want to talk with him, want to be in, want to have him on the show. This is one of the reasons why I want to have Russell Brunson on the show, because he helped me out to figure out this stuff. Not only like really making money online, but also give me this clarity around Dream 100 in the initial start when I got into One Funnel Away challenge. And later on in his book, he talked about like you have to have your own distribution channel, you have to do this and that. This is one of the reasons why people think about Russell Brunson. Okay, so now I think you guys might have get an idea about like why Russell Brunson for everyone. And I hope you guys agree on all of those factors that I mentioned. These are the reasons why people want to have Russell Brunson on the show is because all of those things. So as I mentioned, all of those things out there, I've mentioned like alignment, achievement, and being ethical. I've mentioned this dream guest sector. I've also mentioned that not everyone is your dream guest. Okay. If you have an idea about, if you filter out these things, like if you guys note down these three things out there, achievement, alignment, and ethical, and if you note it down and then you think about any name of a person, I want to talk about like how to get those people out there from some different some different places as well. But if you think about these three things, and if you think about any person's name, and if you see if you know him, if you don't know him, if you see their content, their things, and their ideas, if you find these things, alignment, achievement, and being ethical, that person is your dream guest. No, I've said no, and I've backed out from a lot of people out there who are multi 7 and 8 figure people out there that I said no, just because they have achieved what I'm trying to achieve in terms of monetary things, in terms of like rewards, in terms of awards, but their alignment might be they're gonna be only they are the person they know about it, but on the other side, they weren't ethical. and I don't want to ruin my show just because they are doing everything out there. They're known in the space, but they're not ethical, and I get them on the show. That doesn't make sense. Okay, so you have to understand, when you have your own show, you have your own authority, and throughout the time, when you start to be consistent, when you start to get like more guests, you start to be more confident, start to be more relaxed. You're gonna realize that you are someone known in the space, and you have your own power. So think about Steve Larson reach out to you and like be like, hey, I want to be on your show again. Or Catherine Jones, like, hey, I would love to be on your show again. Like, think about it in this way. Okay. And they have that achievement, they have that alignment, they are ethical. And think about they said to you, just because now you have a set of standard, now you are consistent, now you are super consistent for you to actually go and do those things. That is one of the most important things. So, how to find your dream guest? Okay, so there are actually multiple ways to finding your dream guest. Okay, you could go for Facebook, you could go to Instagram, you could go to podcast, you could go for referrals. So, okay, Jeffrey said, how do you find out if they're ethical or not? Lot of people, bro. If you see out there any person out there to find out if that person is ethical or not, you could see like what they have already done with the existing set of audience they have. Okay, if they're gonna be ethical, obviously they're gonna be positive things around them mostly than negative things, uh, uh, people can say bad about other people out there. I know, I understand those facts, but think about like what outweighs initially. Is it good things or is bad things? You can do a simple research and you can have a look and see what outweighs initially. Is it a good thing or a bad thing? Okay, so that thing is something out there that shows you. If you follow that person from some time or from quite a while and see like what type of message they're trying to portray, fast money, quick Lambo lifestyle. If they're portraying these things out there, 100% that is something out there that you don't want to do initially. Okay, so like I hope I hope initially that makes sense. So this is how something that you can possibly go for and be like, okay, uh, this is something out there that you could possibly go for and be like, hey, not everyone is my dream guest. Okay, this person is not qualified for being my dream guest, and like everything. So this is something out there that you could possibly go and choose in order to be like, okay, let's do it. So yeah, I hope that makes sense. So let's talk about how to find your dream guest initially. Okay, let's talk about that. Okay, so I've mentioned about like Facebook, Instagram, the podcast, and referrals. Okay, in Facebook and Instagram, it's super simple. For example, but the next two things, which is the podcast and the referrals, is something that is relatable on Facebook and Instagram. Obviously, on Facebook and Instagram, you have a lot of people. If you're in a ClickFunnels space or if you're in this space, uh, okay, Facebook, Instagram, podcast, and referral. Okay, referral. So I'm gonna talk about that in a while. I can see like, hey Sahil, what's up, bro? So yeah, so for Facebook and Instagram, obviously you're gonna have some set of people out there in your mind that you wanna have, like guys, like a lot of people out there are gonna be in your mind in terms of like lists. The people out there that you're planning for. Okay, I'm gonna have this, but I'm gonna show you some methods out there that's gonna help you out to have a never ending line of your dream guest. Okay, your guest will never be end. So I've heard a lot that some people talks about, my friend, my guest, I don't know which type of people out there that I want to have on my show. My guests have ended. I had 5 people out there, I booked it up. Now I'm unable to maintain the consistency since I don't know which type of people should I go and reach out for, or which type of people I should go and move forward with. So like I want to have you guys this understanding about how to have a never ending list of your dream guest. Okay, on Facebook and Instagram, obviously you reach out to some certain people out there, but this method of podcasting platforms, or the people who owns podcast and referrals, is something that you could apply on Facebook and Instagram. Okay, so first of all, how to find your dream guest using a podcast. If you are in entrepreneurship, or if you are in health, like in any niche you are in, initially go to Google, search like top 100 podcasts or top podcasts in entrepreneurship, top podcasts in health niche. Like think about it in this way and choose like what is your niche is, and think about who are those top podcasts are. Okay, so what you initially do is when you go there and when you find all of those list of people, what you could possibly do is you could like search all of those people out there. As you can see on the screen, like Apple Podcast, there are a list of people out there. You click on it, you can go for like they have a separate links that are either their personal URL or their website URL. So you could go there and you can either follow them up on Facebook, unfollow them up on Instagram, and you check out every single thing of them to see and qualify in terms of achievement and alignment, that if they are best fit for you as a guest or not. Okay, on Facebook, on Instagram, obviously that is something out there that goes to the exact same syndicate. Everything goes around, crazy, like from Facebook to podcast, from podcast to Instagram, like it's the same. But if you go to any podcasting platform and if you search on Google, like let's say top 100 podcasts, if you see like we have Tim Ferriss and like Ed Mylett, Gary Vee, we can filter out some people out there that could make sense for us. Okay, and we're gonna talk about tomorrow 100%, like hey, how to create the show purpose and like how to create your show intro, like so many things we're gonna talk about, because tomorrow when we're gonna talk about that, you get an idea about, for example, if a person is in health niche but he is an entrepreneur, you can talk about something that is your show purpose and get that person on a show. I want to give a common example of Alex Ramosi. Alex Ramosi is in glad to jump at least as you have to the background, bro. We need to talk about it. Yeah, bro, we can. Okay, so if we talk about Alex Hormozi, think about it in this way. Alex Hormozi created $100 million business, started from gym, but now he started to do acquisitions as well. So think about it in this way. Who thinks Alex Hormozi is in entrepreneurship, but also in the fitness niche, and he knows a lot more about entrepreneurship? Or for a certain thing that you want to get Alex Hormozi on the show? Everyone, for me, I think so. If you guys think so as well, if you guys know Alex Hormozi, who you think, like, do you guys think Alex Hormozi is a good fit for you guys to have on the show? Let me know in the chat. Okay, and the reason why Alex Hormozi is a good fit is because even though he's in a fitness niche, he's in top 100 chart in entrepreneurship. Since he's in the top 100 chart in the uh, Kishore said now he's an investor also. Yeah, 100%. So since he's in the top 100 in the entrepreneurship niche, even though if he's in fitness, there are some sectors where he's talking about entrepreneurship. He's talking about other things. Like he's talking about all of those things. So which makes it alignment, achievement clear, and also ethical being clear as well. So that's the main thing. I can see Sahil say like it will be a dream come true, bro, to have Alex. Yeah, 100%. Because he have all of those alignment, achievement, and ethical side, regardless if he's in a fitness niche. So we're gonna talk about that. No matter in which niche a person is, if he qualified for all of those three things, alignment, achievement, and ethical, you can corner that point of conversation and get that person on the show. So yeah, I hope that makes sense for you guys. Like if you go to podcast, search for those people out there and have their personal links, URL, follow them up and have that clarity and see if they are a good fit for your dream guest and create a list around it. Okay. So I hope that makes sense so far. Referrals, okay, as I mentioned in the over here, like I've already mentioned, like Facebook, Instagram is something from at the end of a day you go back and forth from referrals and podcast to Facebook and Instagram. So referrals is actually something which is uh, super powerful, which is referrals. So one thing that you have to understand in referrals is connections of your dream guests is also your dream guests. Okay, this is super powerful. This is one of the reasons why your guest line or your dream guest will never end, because your connection of your dream guests is also your dream guest. Okay, so what I meant by that is initially is there are actually multiple ways for actually do it. For example, if you interviewed one person out there who was your dream guest, after you've done that interview, we're going to talk about how to do interviews and everything, but I'm just giving a general perspective and general idea. Like think about, you interviewed someone out there who was your dream guest and you finished the interview, you crushed that person loved it. What you could possibly ask that person is, who is the best person you think should be on the podcast that is as awesome as you? That's it. These are a couple of words that you need to do. Like, who is that person out there, who is gonna be the best fit on my show and be the as best as you? That's it. And he's gonna give you a list of people out there who is qualified as that person out there, and he's gonna give you a list of people and possibly do a referral as well, a referral introduction. Like, hey, I've been on that guy's podcast. He was awesome. You'd be super fired out there to be on his show as well. And you have a bunch of people out there. Think about, you interview one person that is your dream guest. He referred you in front of 3 to 5 people, and he give you the name of 3 to 5 people. And out of 3 to 5 people out there, 2 people is your dream guest. Now you got additional two, and then additional two, additional three, additional four. So like think about it in this way. This referral stuff is powerful because when you found those people, you still go back to their Facebook and Instagram just to see and qualify just for once, because now you have a list of people out there in everything. So, which is crazy, and it's been crazy out there. I remember I've interviewed like the CEO and co-founder of High Level, Sean Clark. When I interviewed him on the show, he loved it, he enjoyed it, and I asked him like who should be the good fit for the show. He gave me a bunch of list of people out there. When I interviewed the founder of Frank Filter, same thing. I interviewed the Biz Bros. They gave me some referrals out there. Some people gonna refer you directly. Hey, it was awesome chatting on your show. I see some people out there who might be a good fit. Let me know if I want to send it over. You can choose both strategies. You could say it is inbound and outbound. Okay, outbound is you asking that person out there like, hey, who is that person who is as awesome as you to be the part of the show, and they're going to give you a list of people out there, and even they're going to introduce you so that you don't need to spend a lot of time. I got people out there who were in Forbes magazine, Forbes 40 under 40, 30 under 30, I believe, like 40 under 40 or 30 under 30. I don't remember the exact time, but yeah, like that's the main thing. And it happened. It just happened because of the referral. And I don't even need to spend the time. All I needed to do was to check out if that person have achieved what I try to achieve, or if that person out there have the exact same alignment, or if that person is ethical. Since all of these things got qualified, I was like, cool, man, I will love to have you on the show. That person, I got him on the show. It was mind blowing. So I hope you guys make sense. Yep, connections of your dream guests is also a dream guest. Okay. So yeah, that's the main thing. So just make sure when you reach out to your guest, okay, I'm just talking about a nitty gritty thing that we're going to talk about in the rest of the 4 days for the challenge. When you always reach out to your guest, make sure to reach out to your guest around the purpose of your show. Never reach out to your guest, hey, I'll have an interview with you on my show. That's it. Okay, have a purpose, like why you want to interview them on your show. What is the main reason? For this week, by the time people are watching this challenge, I'm interviewing Peter Peru. I haven't announced it. I'm interviewing him tomorrow. After this challenge, I will create an event around that if you don't know who Peter Peru is, he's a like multi 7 or 8 figure entrepreneur in the e-commerce market. Even though e-commerce is not my thing, but he could talk about things around entrepreneurship, around things like people make mistake on, like why people start e-com first, and things start to transition for some people, why it works, for why it doesn't. He have the same level of alignment, same level of achievement, and he is ethical. Okay, that's the main thing. You have to understand all of those things out there before you reach out. For example, if I get Peter on a show, after the interview I could ask Peter, hey, like who you think are a good fit of audience as awesome as you. Now I have a more bunch of audience out there. If I have interviewed 70, I'm going to get 4 to 5 people out there just like right away, because now I know who could be my potential dream guest. Okay, so always reach out to your guest around the purpose of your show. So here's your day one homework. Okay, I'm gonna post a homework right away after I end this particular live. Okay, so what you need to post up, and you're gonna be posting all of your homeworks in that particular thread. But I'm gonna post up your homeworks out there in that comment section down below, and also be sure to do these homeworks in order to qualify for the scholarship of my flagship program. So I'm going to talk about that 100%. So be sure to do it. So number one, what are the traits of your dream guest? So in terms of traits and everything out there, I'm talking about these alignment, these achievement, and being ethical. Ethical is something out there that's easy to understand, but what is the alignment and achievement? Okay, just post it up. Like, what do you think should be like? It could be more than one. For some people out there, different achievement. For some people, they're different achievement. What are the set of achievements you think should be in your dream guest, and what should be the things as an alignment? Okay, alignment as a mission to change people's lives, mission to help poor people, like alignments in different things of your dream guest. Okay, so what's the trait of your dream guest? Which qualities are not in your dream guest? That is also important. And list down 10 of your dream guests for your show. Okay, I know we're going to be building all of those things out there in the initial time frame, in the initial window. So but still at this particular time, these things are super super important. So what you need to do is you have to like do this homework out there, like what's the traits of your dream guest, which qualifiers are not, or which qualities are not in your dream guest, and also the third thing is like build the top 10 dream guest potentially of your show. So you put up all of these things out there in the comment section before we go for the next challenge tomorrow. same time, and we move forward everything from there. But until then, I want you to have that clarity about the fast-paced process of like which are those people who are your dream guests, which are those people who are not your dream guests, and like have those dream guests ready, like at least 10 of them. If you had a lot of people out there, I know that's fine, but I'm pretty sure like some people who have a lot of people as a dream guest, they might filter if they actually implement these things for some sake. Okay, so if some people is actually showing off Lamborghini or Ferrari, it doesn't mean they're unethical. But if they are doing it all the time, something wrong in their message. If your message is something like that, then truly up to you. But if you know that it's not something that you actually want to do it, then no. So by trades, do you mean AAE? Yep, 100%. Yep, that's the exact same thing. See people out there. Uh, think about like what are the achievement you want to go for when you try to reach out to your dream guest. What are the alignments they might have, and what are the ethical points? Ethical is something simple. No need to justify that. But alignment and achievement is important. What are the achievement you are trying to go for when you think about your dream guest? What are the achievement trying to go for in terms of your dream guest? Are those people ethical or not? You could find out yes or no. Some people are going to be like, no, no, some, no. So yeah, like that's the main thing. Uh, yep. So let me know if you guys have any questions. That's probably end of day one. Uh, if you have any questions, let me know in the comment section down below, so we could possibly talk about that. Yep. So let me know if you guys have any questions, or if there's something out there that you wanna talk about, if you wanna ask or something like that. Hmm. Okay, I can see like a lot of people out there talking about like loved it, big inside show. I love day one, love day one. Day one was super awesome. Thanks, that really helpful, super awesome session, brother. Uh, Loved it. Okay, how to approach your dream guest? Yeah, so I can say like Dixon have actually talked about it, like how to like. Okay, here's the thing. I'm gonna talk about all of those things. I'm not gonna miss out anything. I want to be someone out there who, in any way, you're gonna be like, hey, damn. In every piece of content, if it's free or paid, that was the same thing. It's just we didn't implemented it. So yeah, like I'm gonna talk about how to approach your dream guest probably in the day third or day fourth. I'm gonna teach about everything. Just make sure you guys implement it. Good job, your leather jacket stole. Oh my god, So everyone's talking about my jackets today. Like either I wore yellow jacket in the morning and then this one. So, oh my god, there's a crazy secret. I'm gonna tell you guys later on, not now, or around these jackets. But yeah. So yeah, guys, like let me know if you guys have any questions. I hope it helped you guys to understand and have the clarity about why not everyone is your dream guest and who could be your potential dream guest. And guys, like one thing I would love to say you guys is don't underestimate yourself. Uh, no matter on what level a person is right now, you could see people out there who are making millions of dollars, uh, and you respect them. You want to have them on your show, but never degrade yourself. Don't underestimate yourself. You're already on the way to be there. They are already there. That's the only difference. Yeah, show your respect, but never be like, hey, I don't want to do this, or like, underestimating yourself and be like showing yourself or degrading yourself in front of those people out there. Never do it. Maintain your integrity, maintain your confidence. You are where you are. Everyone have a different story, everyone have a different set of background. So do it with that particular way. Respect those people out there, respect where they are by spending, they spent a decade or more, like a lot of years out there in order to achieve what they want to achieve. So for you guys, never degrade yourself. And I hope that makes sense. You are where you are right now, and where they are, you are already on the way. So I hope it helped. I'm going to put up the homework right now, as I end it up. If you guys going to have any questions, just post it up in the comment section. I will definitely going to see you guys tomorrow, same time. Bye bye.